Hi, welcome to Beauty on the Bayou's podcast. We're located at 2521 Bayou Road, New Orleans, Louisiana, 70119. Today we have two stylists and an owner of Beauty on the Bayou.
Hi, I'm Duana Makiba, the owner and stylist at Beauty on the Bayou. I have two members of my team with me today. This is
Lizzie, the braid whisperer.
And Brianna.
She go again.
Brianna is our hair ranger.
I'm sorry. Okay, so today's podcast, we're going to talk about shampoo. If you heard our last podcast, we had a customer that wanted us to go further in depth with why we shouldn't do cold wash and what should we do with our natural hairs and dreads and things like that.
So if you saw our podcast last week, you heard from us that we're not particular fans of co-washing because we feel like you're just layering product upon product. So we wanted to lead today into what we actually like, which is shampooing and cleansing your hair. So Lizzie, you want to start?
What's the difference in the sulfate and non-sulfate?
A lot of the bloggers are talking about not using sulfates, not using chemicals, and some of the shampoos are not even shampooing, they're not even lathering because they think that these things will cause harm to natural hair. The natural hair spectrum is pretty wide. If you're going to be totally 100% natural, then maybe you will use some things that don't contain sulfates, and that they may not actually lather the hair, but they will cleanse the hair. Lizzie?
Well, to me, it's up to the client if they want to use sulfate or non-sulfate shampoo. We have both. Sometimes the non-sulfate, which they say is healthier, doesn't work for some clients. It makes their hair hard and brittle. Sometimes it's the opposite effect. So each client has a different makeup, and we try to find which shampoo is good for you. But now we're going to talk about applying the hair, because you just don't put water on your natural hair and put the shampoo on there. It's a different process. You actually put the shampoo on your scalp section by section, and then it's a good time to comb out any dead ends. Then you put the water on there.
I found that to be a very productive way, and I also feel like if you have locks, and particularly mature locks, if you had locks for a long time, you may require a shampoo that has a sulfate, just because you can thoroughly lather and cleanse. The lock is thick, so you may use that, but a lot of times people are all natural that have locks, and they may not choose that route. In that instance, I may suggest something all natural like a Castile or a glycerin or a vegetable based soap like a black soap, or even a soap bar to cleanse your hair. They have shampoo bars that clean not only locked hair but just natural hair. That may be another alternative that we might look at. Ray, do you want to add something?
I just think that we have to find what works for you. We have different textures, different porosity grades, and we all live different lifestyles. So what may works for one person may not work for the other. I think you just have to find what works for you and see what it is you want to put into your hair, but just make sure that you just at least shampoo once a week. I understand the cold washing and everything, but just make sure you at least, but more than ever, find what works for you.
I would like to say some products that I like, and maybe you guys can chime in terms of some shampoos that you like. I love the Cantu line. It's easily accessible. You can find it at Walgreens, Walmart, Sally's. I also like the Shea Moisture line. They have a hibiscus coconut shampoo that I really love, but I am a very huge fan of the Shea Moisture line because it's easy to touch. You can get to it. There's often coupons for it. I'm a couponer. Talia Wajid is a product line that actually comes out of Atlanta, Georgia. I've been following her for many years. I was a very big fan of Carol's Daughter, but apparently they have been bought out by Estee Lauder, and I'm wondering if some of their chemical stuff has changed. But I do like the black vanilla leave-in conditioner, and I think they have some good shampoos. Aveda makes a sap moss shampoo that I'm a huge fan of. Aveda also makes a rosemary mint shampoo. Paul Mitchell makes a tea tree shampoo. The natural hair industry is $9 billion strong. So there are plenty of products out here that can be found to apply for your hair. But those are just a few that I have used, that I have tried. Something that I really love is a product that's made here locally in New Orleans by Unity One Beauty Supply. It's a Visions product, and it's a deep cleansing shampoo. It has menthol, it's tingly. It's a little on the pricey side, but it's an excellent product.
To me, I like to use the Vision shampoo, and don't spend all of the money trying to buy regular shampoo and clarifying shampoo. You want to know a secret? Baking soda. Apply baking soda to your scalp. It cleanses the scalp without taking out your natural oils.
I would like to add to what Lizzie said. In addition to the baking soda, you can use apple cider vinegar. Just sprinkle the baking soda dry on your scalp and then pour the apple cider vinegar over. And what that does is it restores the pH balance back to your hair. If you have any kind of buildup, like with locks, it bubbles up. It makes sort of like a chemical reaction, and it bubbles out that buildup and that dirt. So in addition to the baking soda, adding the apple cider vinegar to it will really cleanse your scalp. And you could do that as a pre-wash before you use the actual shampoo, so that your hair does not smell like vinegar after the process is over.
Before we go further, with that, are you telling people, because we want to clarify a little more, are you telling people to rub the baking soda on the scalp and then pour the apple cider vinegar?
Get in there. Do not be scared of your hair. Your hair is not a creature. Get in there and scrub. When I have my clients, it's like I'm washing clothes in 1970. Get in there. They love it. It's very relaxing, and they know that their hair is clean. Your scalp is clean. Don't even worry about the hair, because all of the shampoo is going to go through your hair and clean your hair anyway. It's the scalp. The scalp promotes hair growth, keeps funguses out, everything.
You want to add to the shampoo?
What are some of your favorites?
Yeah, one of my favorites that I've tried, besides the one you guys named, was Cream of Nature. It's really creamy. It's really rich, and you don't need a lot. And if you don't find that it cleanses on the first try, do it a second time. But use less, But that's the one that I really like, besides the one that y'all made.
I wanted to add, Care has a very good anti-dandruff line. It's a professional line, but it's really good. In addition to Care, I think Mazzani is moving towards the natural realm, and Design Essentials as well. Those are some other.
I forgot about them.
Yeah, they're really good in terms of products. But those are just to name a few. You guys might have some that you want to tell us about, or that we've not been made aware of.
And let us know. We always love feedback. And also with the washing, you always wash your hair twice, because the first time as naturals, we put curly custers, all type of stuff to tame our hair. So the first wash is actually to get the product out. The second wash is penetrating and it's cleaning the hair.
Sometimes you might even need to do a third round.
Yeah, depending on what's going on.
Especially if you have locks.
Yeah.
So, is there a magic number to stop at, or the more you wash it is fine?
2 to 3 I think is fine, unless there's a real issue of psoriasis, or like if you have a lot of product buildup, something like that. But 2 to 3 times should be enough.
Another thing is, we talked about products that y'all recommend, and I know that you touched bases with the fact that natural hair product is $9 billion. You say
$9 billion.
What products out there? Because I know that whenever there's a fad, you're gonna have something that's gonna try to mimic what the fad is, but it's not really geared to the fad per se. So are there any products out there that are mimicking, hey, I'm natural, this is for natural hair, and it's really not?
Well, we don't want to, not promote another hair product line. I do want to say 2 things. One is, if there are too many words on the ingredients that you cannot pronounce, then that should not be the product for you. I don't want, without naming a brand, if it's too many words that is chemicals that you can't pronounce, then maybe you should reconsider that product. The other thing that I want to mention is there's a process that is not a perm, but it has a very unhealthy byproduct. Brianna and I were talking about keratin and the Brazilian blowouts. So I don't want to name a brand, but if you are looking at this shampoo and it says it's going to get your hair straight and you can't pronounce it, it has too many words, then you may want to just check again, and that you may want to find another product. So that's it.
Touching bases on the things that's supposed to get your hair straight, is there a process that y'all are 100% okay with, or at least 95% okay with?
One of the stylists in my shop is Brianna here, and she does something called the saran wrap, and for the life of me I didn't understand if you put plastic around the hair and you put it under the dryer. In my mind I kept thinking that it was going to make the hair revert back into its natural curly state, but I've seen her do this several times over, where she flat irons the hair and she uses a very good heat protectant. But once she's finishing flat iron, she wraps the person's hair in saran wrap and she puts them under the dryer for a few minutes, and when they come out, their hair is just gorgeous. So that's a process that I would talk about. But also, whatever heat protectant you use, making sure that you protect your hair from the heat, especially if you want to go back to your natural curly pattern. Another thing I want to say is, if you are using heat on your hair, if it's the blow dryer, if it's a flat iron, to not kick it all the way up to high. Your hair will start straightening around maybe 370, 380. And if you're using a protecting it, then you're protecting in your natural curl pattern, that you'll be able to go back to that. There's many things that you can find in your kitchen that you can use for conditioner: avocados, mayonnaise, honey, bananas. All of these are all natural products that you can use on your hair. But there are also some great products on the market that we're huge fans of. Lizzie, you want to talk about what you like?
Usually I'm the natural one. So I can take any conditioner and add my own little concoctions, which I will not tell y'all. But I can make a great conditioner. And I'm also, even if you condition, always put a leave-in conditioner. Don't do one without the other. It does not substitute.
Especially if you're going to wear your hair in an all-natural protective style. We're huge fans of leave-in conditioner. Very, very huge. Here at Beauty on the Bayou, our consultations are complimentary. So before we do any service on you, we'd like to have a conversation. If you want to come on in, we can talk to you about wherever you are, and we try to transition you into where you want to be. And wherever you are on the natural hair spectrum, we'll try to help you get closer to where you want to be. One of the things I love about Lizzie when she does her consultations is she asks the clients, what are your hair goals? Where do you want to see yourself with your hair? And I think that's something that we're all about here at Beauty on the Bayou.
And we take pictures. I can tell you, oh, your hair is growing all day. A picture says 1,000 words. So we take pictures, and every month we take pictures, especially for hair loss. I say give me 3 months. If we don't see any results in 3 months, then we're going to try something else. Yeah. But usually it works.
Yes.
Yeah. And then in conjunction with our consultations, it's not just, let me see your hair and oh, you've done this and that, but we need to know your lifestyle as well, because we may have some fast food managers, that sweat on a daily basis and they're not going to be able to keep their hair up. So we need to know the lifestyle as well, not getting too deep, of what you're doing, but just
if you're working out, if you're working out, that makes a difference.
Yeah,
because you're sweating in your scalp. So
that's something else that's good that you brought that up, because I'm starting to see more and more people be more conscious of their health, as well as being natural with their body's hair, mind, and soul. So with that being said, what are things that someone that works out on a regular should do or do not do when it comes to their hair?
Well, I'm really excited that the natural hair industry is leading to more holistic health. not just natural healthy hair, but like you said, people are working out. I think for people that are working out, sometimes you might want to cover your hair, protect it. If you're sweating, you might want to develop one of Lizzie's concoctions to cleanse the scalp. You know, it's something you can spray on your hair, something you can rub into your scalp, protecting it while you're working out, so that your style is not being compromised. Or getting a style that would allow you to put water on it, or manipulate it or touch it.
Or if it's off your neck. But I would tell my clients to drink lots of water. And it takes care of everything from your head to your toes. Your hair, skin on the bottom of your feet. I would tell them to drink water. That's my thing.
Yeah, I have such great points.
Thank you.
Did y'all want to touch bases on what we were talking about earlier with taking a piece of your hair and putting it in a cup of water?
Liz, you want to talk about the porosity, or you want me to talk about it? So there's a very simple thing that you can try at home. Just take a cup of water and one single strand of your hair. Just pluck a strand and drop it in that cup of water. Hair that sinks to the bottom has a lot of porosity, which means it soaks up the moisture, it soaks up the water, it soaks up a lot of product. If your hair floats on the top of the water, it means that your hair does not have as much porosity, and you will have to work harder to moisturize and deeply penetrate your hair shaft. If it sort of hangs out in the middle, it's not floating but it's not at the bottom, then your hair is sort of in between on the spectrum, but you still will have to work to make sure that you're conditioning it, you're hydrating it, because it won't, like if your hair sinks to the bottom, it's just going to suck up everything. If it stays to the top, that means it's resistant to it. And if it's in the middle, then you're somewhere in between. So that's a small thing you could try. You could try to do that at home and check out your own hair porosity.
It also determines what products that you use on your hair, whether it's cream based or water based.
Yes.
Because sometimes if you have a low porosity hair, if you put a cream base on top of your hair, it's going to sit and look white. Like some people with the Cantu, it sits and look right. There's nothing wrong with the Cantu, it's just not for your hair.
Right.
Yeah. Different hair types. It just goes back to finding out what works
For you.
Mm-hmm.
That's key.
And another thing, don't go and buy products, the full size products. Especially if you are still, looking and figuring out things with your own natural hair. Try to look for more travel sizes, small packs to see if it works for you, because when it's all said and done, you're going to end up with a big medicine cabinet full of products that you'll never use again. So, you're going to be giving stuff away. So just try to stick to more of the small travel sizes and see if it works for you. Try it for a week, and some products may be a little more than a week. But, just stick to the small sizes first. And then if you like it, then you go and buy the bigger sizes. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that.
Also, a lot of times you can find travel size or sample products with some of these hair shops that are selling different hair products and things like that. I've gone into a number of different beauty shops that when I'm buying a shampoo or maybe a curling iron, they throw in extra product just so that I can get to know different products. Also, if you feel that what your hairdresser is using is working on you, you might want to also find out what products it is that she's using on you. That way you can go ahead and purchase that and use that at home as well.
Retail from her. And sometimes they may not offer the small or at home sizes. You can also just go online and ask them if they can send you a small size of the product as well. So
you can write the companies. I also want to say with the YouTubers, I have a lot of clients that's like, well, I follow this person. This person looks like their hair has the same hair type as mine, but when I brought the product, it doesn't work. it goes to the porosity. Just want to add that in.
So it's not a number or a letter. It's basically a porosity. Also, we talked about shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in conditioners. What about hot oil treatments? Well, how do y'all feel about that?
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
I think that should be.
And
kept
how
into
often should that be
rotation.
done?
Right now, this is October in New Orleans. The weather's starting to get a little cooler, so the skin changes, the hair changes because of the weather change. So in the winter months, I would suggest that you do it at least twice a month. In the summertime, your hair generates its own moisture because you're sweating, so you don't have to do it as often. But in the wintertime, I suggest a little extra care, just a little bit more.
Yeah, I think it's bi-weekly is fine, twice a month. And you can do it also as a cocktail. You can mix your conditioner with your hot oil treatment. Put it on your hair under a shower cap, under the dryer for about 20 minutes. I think it's fine. Every 2 weeks.
And I strongly suggest for my people with the dandruff, the scalp conditions, using the hot oil treatment using lavender or rosemary or tea tree oil. You would notice a great difference.
Talking about the oils still, and the conditioner and setting underneath there with the bag. There is this bag. I think it's made out of aluminum foil, and it's supposed to be something close to, instead of setting underneath the dryer.
It's the thermal. It's
right.
cap.
So how do you feel about that?
I like it because it does the same thing. All it's doing is trapping the heat from your body, from your head, and leaving it there. That's all it's doing. It's sensitive.
And you can
it's like saying
move around, do chores while you're doing it instead of sitting there.
Instead of sitting still under the dryer.
Yeah.
And can you still set underneath the dryer with that though?
You could, but
it's like
pointless.
You don't have
if you have a dryer, you don't need that, or
if you don't have a dryer, that's a great alternative.
Yeah.
And it's cheap.
It's like $1.99.
Yeah.
Literally $1.99.
You got it, right?
I have a few.
Oh.
It seems like every time I buy one, I can't find another one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like every time I think about it, it's like, oh wait, I need one of those. So yeah. But she did make a great point earlier. Buy travel size. Buy small. It is good to wash your hair. I am in agreement with y'all about the fact that cold washing is just like you have yuck and buildup. That's like putting perfume on a dirty body.
It's nasty.
10-year-old boy with X.
That's like picking your clothes that you're gonna wear from out of the dirty clothes and just spraying perfume on it, just to say that hey, it's clean.
A 10-year-old boy with X.
Right. Well, this has been Beauty on the Bayou's podcast. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to let us know. Our address to Beauty on the Bayou is 2521 Bayou Road, New Orleans, Louisiana 70119. We have Miss Dewana McKeeva. You can reach her at Instagram on...
All of it is Beauty on the Bayou. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, my website, via Periscope. Everything is Beauty on the Bayou.
And we also have Lizzie. She is the braid whisperer. And you can reach her at
Instagram, Lizzie Fat.
And that's
LIZZYPHAT.
There you go. And then we have Miss Bree, the
Hair Ranger, y'all.
Yeah,
Sorry, I messed up in the beginning. It's the Hair Ranger, and you can follow me. It's Hair with Brianna, all social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Can you go ahead and spell it for him?
HAIR Hair with WITH Brianna, BREANNA. Hair with Brianna. And you can find me at Beauty on the Bayou as well.
And I'm Asia. I'm the host of Beauty on the Bayou's podcast. We're gonna try and do this once a week. We do, by all means, please, and I cannot stress this enough. Please give us feedback, comments, questions. We'll talk about it. I promise you, we will. We'll get to everyone's request. All right, signing off. Bye, y'all.
Bye.